Yes, we are back in this particular place, office, and God, it's a jam-packed day today. But I thought I'll. Oh God, the voice is not too bad. I don't know where you guys are. Hopefully, you had a good weekend and had a great weekend and enjoyed coming off of Christmas holidays. Today, like I work in several places, so today is the first day in this place, and my schedule is jam-packed, which I am not looking forward to. But this morning, I thought I was going to wear Reptile and give it a try, and I Celine Reptile, but needing these glasses, I guess I picked up Black Tie and not Reptile. I don't know what I was thinking, so I didn't pay attention. I usually have to wear these. I wasn't paying attention, and I ended up spraying the Black Tie. I wanted to try Reptile because I haven't put it on in a while, and somebody asked me to decant it, yesterday, and I ended up putting that Black Tie on. And then I was like, oh my God, this is not what I remember from this fragrance. And I go downstairs, and my son is like, Mommy, that smells so good. Hi, Moose, how are you? Happy New Year to you too. And he's like, oh, Mommy, that perfume really smells good. And I'm like, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what does it smell like to you? He's like, vanilla. And I'm like, it's not the Reptile that I remember. And I realized that I made a mistake and put Black Tie on rather than Reptile, which is not, I'm not too upset about it because it is a beautiful fragrance. But that means that I need to go try the Reptile again. I know it's not very popular. Hi, Bishan, how are you? What's the scent of the day, everyone? I know it's not a very popular. Reptile is not as popular as Black Tie. Definitely. Like, I think the most popular ones are Parade. At least the ones that people are asking me for are Parade, Dom Perry, and Black Tie, Night Clubbing. Those would be the most popular ones. So I don't get a lot of that. Ask for Reptile, but somebody asked for it last night. It's kind of the first time ever. So, anyways, yeah, scent of the day is Lagerfeld cologne. I don't know what that is from. I saw something about some Lagerfeld fragrances. I've been also looking at a few things from Valentino. But sounds like some of them might be some skin scents and whatnot, so I may not get that one. Scent of the day, Chanel Platinum Egoist. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Is that a vintage version? It's like everyone asks right away when you mention that. It's like everyone wants to talk about the vintage version. We don't know who the perfumer is for the Celines, no? I don't think we do. Hold on. Let's see if I... But there are so many now alternatives for Celine Black Tie. When it came out in 2019, like, I heard about Celine brand. That was 2021. I heard about it, and I think the first one I tried was Eau de Californie, and hi Nancy, how are you? Scent of the day, Zuzu. Oh, here it is. We are both wearing Celine. It is. It's got the fat lid. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I heard about Celine brand early. Like, that was in 2021. I think I first heard about them. but also they didn't ship on their Canadian websites. They would not ship. So I don't know what happened. It took a while before they started shipping, and I think I bought my first Celine in 2022. I want to say, or maybe early 2023. I'm not too sure. Um, and it's kind of a vibe like Celine line. It's not. None of them are really. None of them is really kind of like beast mode or anything. But it's kind of a vibe. And funny enough, I'm looking at the description of the black tie on the website, Fragrantica, and it says his obsession with black. I don't know, it says a couturier's perfume, the exact olfactory interpretation of his style in relation to fashion. His obsession with black and a tailored silhouette, and androgynous composition. Really, around vanilla as dense and as crisp as grain de poudre, or lacquered satin. Fashion like a dinner jacket, cedar and tree moss structure. Is this black tie I'm looking at? Or is this reptile? Okay, all right. Tree moss structure its allure, while the powdery caresses of orris troubles body and mind. A note from the brand. I don't feel any tree moss in black tie. What I'm getting most is the vanilla. It's like most prominent is vanilla, and then iris, a little bit of a woody notes, and cedar and muskiness, which is kind of a strange description for the fragrance. I don't feel it is androgynous by any means. I think night clubbing maybe because of the tobacco line in there, but black tie definitely isn't. I mean, and there are so many dupes now of like dupes or clones or things that are kind of close to it. There's one from this brand. It's called, I think it's called Giparlis, but I don't know how you say the name. Giparlis, yeah, and it's called Black Suit. That's kind of close. And then there's, I see down here, Muse is a little bit like that. Like it gives a little bit of a, like it has this added ink to it. And they have mentioned some other ones. Hold on, let me just see what's that. And let's see. There's some Latafas that they're mentioning. It's a 2 for a black suit. Okay, well, I'm not going to get that one. And the next one is also, it's called His Confession from Latafa with a tacky bottle. We're not getting that one either. But when it came, I don't think there was a lot of this genre of the fragrances. It does have a little bit of a similarity to the Wonder Woman. I thought that too, like Wonder Woman from House of Sillage, but Wonder Woman is much sweeter than this one and a little bit tad bit less powdery, I feel. I don't feel it's like really close to Bois Doré or the rest of the stuff that they mentioned here. This is Omniscient Mr. Thompson. That is quite much. I don't know. That's not. I don't feel there's much similarity there with this one. But now there's a million of these kind of black tie, kind of close to black tie composition. And then, I mean, the prices. The funny thing is that the prices of the Celines have gone up so much over the past few years. Yeah, there's some Latafa that they say. I mean, it's on Fragrantica. The like number one, it's called Ana Abiad, which Ana Abiad Poudre. So that means I am white. I am white powder. Latafa, and the other one is His Confessions Latafa. That there's that Ana Abiad has 88 votes of thumbs up. Okay. Hi, boss. How are you? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna try it. I do have the real bottle, and it just goes off, and I don't know. Do we know still it's in stock or not? Celine's go like with the black tie, it goes off stock so much, like out of stock so much that it's kind of, it drives a little bit of the hype in the market. Like people are going crazy to get it when it's available. It says it's in stock now, but it was out for like over, I don't know, 13, 14 months. I can buy 10 Latafas or Chanel as exclusive. I think you'd be better buying a Chanel as exclusive. I'm not. You know what? I have nothing against the dupes or clones if you can't, and if that is your budget, then. And I'm not meaning it in a mean way either. Like saying, if that is what you like, then go for it. But don't come and convince me, which I like the brand, that they are better. Maybe they are. I don't want to know. I'd rather stick with these things. Maybe this is a little bit of a cultural thing for me, like knockoffs or clones or dupes are, I don't know, like to stay away from them. Like maybe that is what it is. It's not about being snobby though, because I do, with things that I obsess and I'm passionate about, I do care about the like brand, especially something that's luxury, right? Like I don't like nobody needs perfume really. Like if you clean, you just put the deodorant on. You don't need perfume. It's a luxury thing just to go to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I maybe should myself in the mouth. The black tie was a guest. No, Celine is it's a perfume. It's a beautiful, beautiful perfume. Have you not tried it, boss? I generally don't believe in dupes, Mitra. Yeah, I feel like it's a hard thing to talk about because let's be honest, so a perfumer puts so much of their kind of effort, like some perfumers. Okay, some of them we see are pumping out fragrances, like 20 fragrances in a year. Man, how are you even developing that? How are you testing that? How are you like going through the process? But some perfumers spend so much time on one perfume to develop it, refine it, all sort of stuff, test it, that it is hard, like to be honest, as an independent perfumer to put more than a couple of fragrances out in a year. I feel like that's what I hear from people. So, and despite like it being somehow it's art, basically, to me, I feel like it's not really, you have to have the talent, you have to have the nose, you have to have that kind of imagine and, be able to conceptualize things. Making like the perfume itself, it's not patented, right? Like it's not like a painting or a what you might call it. It's not like anything else that you could like you could just say this is patented and whatnot and can be copied and there's no copyright for it, which makes it a little bit complicated because then people can, even though the formula like is not disclosed, a lot of people can put it in a gas chromatography or like the chemical testing and it's just like 95% is the same thing. So it's obviously that's the high babush. And so it is kind of like I feel like dupes and whatnot. It's stealing from the artist's art. At the same time, and obviously, I don't know what kind of testing or regulations these dupes and clones go through. I don't know if they're tested on skin or I don't know. I don't know what they do. Like it's whatever. At the same time, the fragrance companies have like really, really jacked up the prices and their profit margins are huge. And really, they're not paying people that they should be paying to make these fragrances in that, let's say, like people who are picking jasmines, like I just learned about that. I think I posted it in my channel. It was like this in Egypt, like there where the jasmine coming for big companies and like they're paying these people like really, really low rates and there's child labor involved and all sort of things like that. And you kind of think, why would I pay so much for this kind of thing? Do I want to even support a brand who obtains ingredients from child labor, right? Like all sort of stuff goes into it. And I don't know if these other dupe companies are, what are their profit margin. I have no idea. Nobody's looked into that, but it can't be as huge as the luxury brands because let's face it, it's when the price of the bottle is $50, maybe they're like, and the price of the juice at end up going to be $1. Maybe it's like $40 rather than a few $100 that's in there. What's happening here? What? Yeah, God, I got distracted. Hi, Baboosh. Yeah, well, let's just put you in. Oh, what happened to the forever timeouts? Okay. And never seen anything like it. Huh? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, me? Well, I have more store than Dior box. Dior store, maybe. Good day or night, early morning. Oh my God, 1:45 a.m. Wow, that is early on. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think on dupes and clones. At least if I feel like if it's a dupe, at least give a shout out and say it's inspired by something, inspired by the brand and whatnot, and just mention it rather than just coming up with something else. And if you like these kind of dupes and clones and whatever, and you don't have any issues with it, just don't come convincing me. I do have no, I don't have Dior's more than the Dior store. I don't think so. I had seen one of your videos, Insane Collection. Oh, thank you very much. It is insane, actually. It's a disease. It's not something to be proud of. Hi, Froly. How are you? And yeah, so and then like these prices of like the Celine bottle, I think when they came out, the 100 ml bottles was $275 around there, and now it is 400 Canadian for the 100 ml. Oh wait, this is not on stock anymore. Okay, hold on. So, oh yeah, it is. And the 200 mls. What's happening? The 200 mls are $610 Canadian. Yeah, and I think at the time, 200 ml bottles were about 400 something. I was like the first time I think it was 450 or 475. I'm not 100% sure. And like in matter of this is 2023 that I'm talking about, and in matter of just over 2 years, they have gone up and $125 for 100 ml and 200. No, not 200. Like about same thing for the 200 ml bottles. They're blaming the price of the ingredients and whatnot, but then when you're watching to see where they get their ingredients and blah blah blah, it doesn't seem like they're paying the ingredients people either. So I don't know where the price up going. I know there's a lot of money goes to the marketing and things like that, but the price of the juice in the bottle is generally somewhere between like $1 to $5 maximum if it is. Like you use the best ingredients. Everything else is the marketing and like the bottle itself and production and blah blah blah. But there's a huge, profit margin. I'm surprised by the amount of shade Celine gets as a brand. I think they are excellent. They are excellent. I love the brand. Like the only complaint that I have about Celine is the number one, the black tie going on this kind of sabbatical for a year or so once in a while, which kind of makes people go into frenzy, and also the kind of price jacking up. Like this is just Have you had a chance to smell or hear about new? No, Nancy, I haven't. Well, the 100 ml is still in stock. The 100 ml Proly is still in stock. 200 ml is out of stock for Canadian website, anyways. No, Nancy, I haven't tried the new Dior Cuir Saddle. I'm actually surprised because the amber wood in it really scared me off. Like it's just that I'm hearing there's amber wood in it, so kind of scaring me off from getting it. But at the same time, it seems like the reviews coming out are not too bad. So I'm wondering if there are, like, to be honest, I was so disappointed in Bois Talisman that and anything new that Dior has put out. So I'm not sure. I'm actually curious about the Dior Addict Purple Glow or something. I had no idea Latafa was #1 most popular brand. It is, honestly. Look, let me just. Is the Fragrantica awards are out of the year? Let me see. Where are the? Oh, where do we see that? Fragrantica awards were out. I saw some stuff on there. Let's see. Fragrantica awards. And the same thing with the dupe companies. Like when they came out, like Latafa bottles were like $20, whatever. Now they're like $60, and I'm like, okay. Here, Fragrantica Awards, best fragrances of 2025. Let's see, what are the best fragrances of 2025? Should we do best women's fragrances, best men's fragrances, best unisex, best niche, best dupe brand? Yeah, so I think the dupe brand would men's favorite, woman's fragrance, woman's favorite men fragrance, the sweetest fragrance for women. Ooh. The freshest fragrance for 2025, perfume bottle of 2025. Best, oh my god, there's so many fucking categories. So, okay, so let's do the best niche of 2025. This is a problem when they have like a best niche of 2025. Could you please pick something that is released in 2025, not some 2024 bottles? Anyways, so the bestest is the Blue Talisman Mitra-et-le-Parfum ex nihilo. Isn't this the one that smells like? Does it smell like Aventus? This one? I thought it had like Aventus or some. I thought that the regular one, anyways. I felt like it was something like that, but no, it's not. See the regular one. So this is an extrait from ex nihilo. Ex nihilo uses some amberwood in their fragrances, and it's hard for me. And this one seems like it has some amberwood in it as well. Perfumer is Jordi Fernandez, and I thought it smelled. Honestly, it did smell so generic to me. Blue Talisman wasn't something that I would pay that much money. So, but seems like they it won the fragrance award. First fragrance award. The second one is the Blanche Bête limited edition. Oh, that's overdone too. Like in 2025, it's a limited edition. Amber Oud. Bois Imperial Extrait from Essential Parfum. That's a 2024 release, but that's the next one in line. Oh, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Am I reading it wrong? No. And then Rabbit Zoologist. Oh, interesting. That's in the 4th place. 5th place is the Narcotic Delight, Initio Parfum Privé. Yeah. 6th place is Tuberose Astral by Maison Crivelli. I've tried this one. This is not bad. I think it for someone who doesn't like tuberose, this is a nice one. Defy Tony Iommi Parfum Xerjoff Unisex. That's in the 7th place. I've tried the original Tony Iommi. I actually did own a bottle of Tony Iommi, and it's not bad, but it wasn't something that I was reaching out to. So I don't know what Deified, or whatever it is. That's the differences. Next one in the 8th place is Il Padrino Sospiro Profumo. I haven't tried that. In the 9th place, we have Vinny Havan Cuir de Zabis. In the 10th place, we have, how many are, oh my god, this is just the ranking goes up now. In the 10th place, we have Alexandria 2 Anniversary. Oh, and then the 11th place is the Vanilla Powder Matière Première. Like, I don't know if you can make anything like more amber woody as this one. And this is, I know for a fact that it's repulsive for some people. Like, it is repulsive for some people. And I was one of them. Like, at first time, like, I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, what's in this? Wave Child from room 1015. I think that was an aquatic one I read to. Oh, look at that. Saffron Secret is in the 13th place, and then Oud Cadenza. Interesting. So those are the Fragrantica awards of the best niche fragrances. Let's see what is the best woman's favorite fragrance for men. Who can guess what's the first one? Can anyone guess what's the woman's favorite for men? Nobody. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, no, it's closed though. Close. No. Altair by Parfum de Marly is the first one. And the next one is Dior Homme Parfum, but the 2014 version. And the third place is the one and only Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. The fourth place is Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford. I do believe that. The fifth place is Terre d'Hermès. That's a nice one. Sixth place is Emporio Armani Stronger With You Intensely. I know this had a Buke thing. Yeah, I know probably how it smells like. You know what? Okay, so Altair is not my thing, and it's not. I mean, it's something that I can see on a mature man, but I feel like if you're like I was at the what's that? Oh my God, I'm Osmet Perfumery in Miami, and this young guy walked in. He's a teenager, in like I mean probably late teens, like 19, 20, and he was spraying different things, and then he ended up spraying Altair on himself, and I didn't see first what he sprayed, but you know what, it suited the whole thing, like the whole kind of young, um sweet a little bit. It was I was like, oh, if my boy like maybe is a little bit older, I would buy him that, like for that fragrance. It did smell good on him and on that population, but I can't see it for like some guy my age to wear it. Like I feel like it's a little bit too juvenile for that population, but like for a guy in their late teens and like 19, 20, it's nice. Though, like, I don't know how do you get that in your retail pricing at 1920. Okay, so that was the sixth place was Stronger With You Intensely. Seventh place is Grand Soir. Well, I can see that. Eighth place is Dior Homme Intense, 2011. Ninth place is Jazz Club, Maison Martin Margiela. Jazz Club is nice. And 10th place is Imagination from Louis Vuitton. Ooh, the old PDM were much better. Yeah, I know. Old PDM was. I mean, it's almost like every brand now that when they come out, they're good and excellent and whatnot. Not excellent, but they're But the problem is the brands are going based on what the market buys, right? If this is not like gone those days that people will be saying, oh, we are artists and we're selling our art, and I don't care if one of my fragrances isn't selling as much, but there's a certain type of people that buy a lot of it. It's gone all those days, and brands are, and there is a way you can manage that. You can make less bottles of that perfume, particular perfume, more of the ones that sells more. But now what brands are doing, they're just taking off completely because they can't replace that bottle with something else that sells more, right? It's the greed that rules everything. And unfortunately, that kind of shapes the brand to what they become. Like if you go just based on market research and what an average consumer buys, you're gonna just basically, it's like an algorithm on YouTube. You start watching something a lot, and then all YouTube is gonna give you is what you're watching, right? Once they get brought up by it, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like a big conglomerate is not going to care about legacy of the brand. Is not going to care about like like what was the moral of this brand was. What was the what was the founding? What was the passion? Like all those things are gone, right? As the brand gets sold, it's like the soul of the brand is sold, and then when the soul is sold, it's all about the money, 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 right? Like it's just, it is, let's face it, the corporate buys a brand for it to make money for them. They're not buying for it to have some artisanal presence in whatever, right? People shit on PDM and Initio, but I think all, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like Charlene was the one who had Initio, like, this is like long time ago anyways, and back in those days the side effect was it was great. You know, it smells so generic, it could be released by anyone. Absolutely, absolutely, right. And then they're copied to death, right? Like the new ones, because of that, they're copied to death. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Nice to see you guys here. That was a long tangent going on from the Black Tie to Fragrantica Awards. I'm actually going to do like a little bit more talking about the Fragrantica Awards because I find it interesting. Anyways, have a good day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.